Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys had a wonderful week last week and are gearing up for this new week coming up. Today we're going to take a little peek at the energies that may affect us from the 13th through to the 19th of January 2019. My name is Raisa. Welcome to my channel if you are new. And for those of you that have been with me for a little while, hi guys, welcome back. You know how much I love you. I'm sending you lots and lots of healing energies. We just got through an eclipse, a new moon eclipse. That means that a lot of things have been pulled out of our lives, or we have brought them to the surface in order to release them because new things are beginning. Okay, for a lot of you, you have already implemented something that you started new, or a new idea, a new passion, a new inspiration that came to you, okay, due to this eclipse. And you set the wheels in motion of something new that was inspired through intuition. Right? It's something that you are going to need to learn a lot of, because it's something that you just started, but you need to research it, you need to learn it. And it's going to be slow-moving energy that will materialize into something wonderful in the future, a new home or a new job, your own business, because it could be that you're starting something new on your own. For some of you, it's a new position, which it may throw you a little bit off balance. You may have a lot of different choices or a lot of different avenues that will open up due to this new inspiration because of this new moon. And I think it was in Capricorn, which is all about your finances. Even if it wasn't, that's the way it hit me. It's all about finances. It's all about opening up to more finances, doing something on your own, being inspired by spirit and running with it, okay? It's going to be slow-moving action that will eventually lead to a new relationship, a new home, new business that's solid, but it's just you're at the very beginning of it at this time. Okay, now the cards that did come out for the channeled messages is compassion. Being more compassionate with yourself. Being more compassionate with those around you. Listening to them without any emotional input, just listening to them and knowing that you can help them just by listening to their stories, just by being there, a pat on the back, just a hug. Be more compassionate with others, with yourself too. What do you tell yourself when you look in the mirror? Really? What do you tell yourself? The stories that you tell yourself need to be more compassionate. Because otherwise, you're going to reflect back those negative things that you say from yourself, from other people. They're going to say it too, because your self-respect is going to be very important. You can be more compassionate with yourself if you respect yourself. When you look in the mirror, you say, well, I'm good. I've been through a lot. Look at me. I'm beautiful. People like me. I have positive energy that I try to share with others. Yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, I do fall. Yes, at times I'm in despair, but everyone goes through the same issues. It's how you deal with them that really helps you, that really pulls you out of the darkness, that really helps you be more compassionate with yourself and with other people. It also helps you open up to love, because for some reason we are blocked. Even if you are in a relationship, the quality of love that you share with others is very important. And if you look at it, it may not be up to par. You might think that you are sharing lots and lots of love with others and you can't possibly do more. But then when you look at the quality of the love that you are sharing, how long, how timely, do you really listen to others? Are you really compassionate about their stories and help them, get past certain situations? Do you do that? Or are you very shallow? You listen for a few minutes and then, oh my God, you cut in, or you run out of time, or you have to go do something else. So you're really not being as compassionate as you should. You're not showing the people that you care about or that care about you how much you truly love them, or enough love. So your quality of love, your quality of compassion towards yourself and others is what we need to work on this week as we move forward. And very, very important. Let's see what we need to surrender. Jeez, that was a lot. For some of you, you need to surrender procrastination. There's a lot of things that you want to do, that you need to get started, that Spirit is trying to inspire you to do, and you are procrastinating. There's many things, and probably things that are important to your health, or important in your life, important in your relationships. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. That is in any area of life that you have been procrastinating, okay? There's a lot of steps that you still need to take, but the quicker you begin working your way up, the quicker you're going to get there. So for some of you, you need to really stop procrastinating. You give yourself 50 million excuses of why you can't do something, or shouldn't do something, or can't start something, but it's because you're procrastinating. You don't believe in yourself. Be more compassionate, okay? For some of you, you're getting very frustrated in the direction that your life is taking. Now remember, we just got through an eclipse, and there's another one coming. So there's a lot of energies that are pushing and pulling us, and we don't understand it, so it may frustrate us a bit. This could also come from your family members, or the people that you love, the people you live with, your people at work, whatever it is. You're going through a very frustrating cycle or time in your life. Frustration doesn't open any doors. On the contrary, if you become frustrated, or you get that way with other people, you're closing yourself off to other people or to situations. So you need to relax, get some rest. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. That has really been working for me lately. Usually, since I'm Sagittarius, I will fly off the handle, or just come up with a very quick solution and move forward with it. And usually it ends up in a dead end because I moved too quickly. So taking a breath, looking at something from a different perspective, looking at a situation from a different perspective, being more compassionate, and trying to find or see the divine in the person or the situation or what's going on. That has helped me a lot. It has helped me through a lot of frustration. Okay, which can come at any moment, because if you move too quickly, you'll lose things, you'll forget things, you'll say something that really you shouldn't have said. So that is where the frustration begins. So during this week, try to slow down a little bit. Try to be more compassionate, lend an ear to those around you. Try to look at them through the eyes of love. How would an angel look at a person? And think of that, even if you don't believe in angels. Think of what people say about angels and say, well, how would an angel look at this person? And then you will see. Once you start looking at people with your heart, through situations through your heart, you will see a different level of existence, a different level of humanity that perhaps up to now maybe has eluded you, or you haven't really wanted to look at people that way, because some people can seem so evil, so dark, so toxic, you know. But that is just a level of yourself, like an onion, a skin of yourself that you have already overcome. That's something that you don't want to become. So you know this, and you recognize it in the other person, and you should feel compassion for that person, because they're still not out of that cycle yet. They're still in that toxicity that they cannot release, and that has to be sad, and that has to open up some compassion from your part. And try to, if you can't stay away from them, if you can't like disconnect from them because what you work with them, you're in a close proximity with them, they're a family member that needs help, someone that you're helping out, then you need to help smooth out the situations. Surrender the frustration of having to deal with that type of a person, and open up to love. Look at them through the eyes of an angel, of God, or godliness, or the universe. Anyway, that's just some of the stuff that we're working through this week. Let's see what I have. I pulled out this little deck that I haven't seen in a while. It's called The Heart and Soul by Sylvia Brown. These are mediumship cards. I used to watch Sylvia Brown. I loved her. She passed away a few years ago, but she did a few things before she passed away. It's a psychic medium that helped a lot of people. And when I found her cards, I was like, Very happy to get them. Let's see, what is she pointing out to me? Health. Healthful foods, more fruits, more vegetables in your diet. It helps you connect more to your intuition. It helps you raise your vibration as well to keep you away from this frustration and being able to be more compassionate with yourself. Most illnesses start in the mind, but it can also stop in the mind. Repeat this. I affirm that I am well in mind, body, and spirit. I help others and fulfill my chart by helping others. She was a very loving person. You need to eat more healthy foods. You need to focus on your health this week. For some of you that have been procrastinating going to the doctor or checking into something that's bothering you, it's time to do it. Okay, because by procrastinating, you can all maybe make the situation worse. Okay, not in every case, but in some cases it can get out of hand, or the doctor will say, well, if you would have come 6 months ago, it might have been better, but you waited too long. So try not to do that if that is your case. For others, if you are working on your compassion and on self-love, perhaps a healthy diet, or a diet, change your diet in some way. Maybe drink more water, get rid of the sodas, get rid of the alcohol if that's a problem. Eat healthier foods, because that will help you with your mind as well. Body, soul, and mind, okay? And for some, you needed to hear the affirmation, and I'll say it again. I affirm that I am well in mind, body, and spirit. I help others and fulfill my chart. Somebody needed to hear that, huh? Quick recap on some of the cards that came out while I was shuffling. It was just and then I'll reshuffle again and get the reading of the week. But we got the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be a fire sign that's going to figure prominently in your life as you move forward through this month, at the end of this month, or just during this week. This could be a boss as well that is promoting you to a different position, or putting you somewhere else where you haven't had any experience in this other position. So you may have to learn something new as you move through this week. It could cause a little bit of confusion. It may cause you a little bit of frustration as well, but don't let that get you down, because it's slow moving energy, so you'll be able to pick up on it. For those of you that are either going into a different position, a new position, getting a promotion, but with promotion comes more responsibility. For others of you, this is self-employment. This is you having had the idea, having manifest the idea, and it's about to start influencing your life in a positive way, of course. But it's all due to your intuition. It came through your intuition, the thoughts, and you are manifesting it, okay? So it's something that you've already done, but there's a new pathway that's opening up, okay? And you need to walk through that doorway. You need to do it because it's inspired by spirit. You have many choices, but you chose one. So try to focus on that one idea or that one inspiration so that you can move with it, okay? It's going to be slow moving, something that you'll have to learn, but it's going to be very grounded, okay? So it's going to bring you some finances in the end, or it could bring you an earth sign. So you're either dealing with a fire sign or you're dealing with an earth sign during this week. It's going to be energy that it's going to keep you very grounded in the end. It may move slowly, but yes, it'll ground you. It'll help bring about what you were trying to manifest, that home, that job, that the beginning of self-employment, if it's self-employment for some of you. And for some of you, it could be a person that comes into your life that's very different from yourself, but it's someone that really, really is interested in you, would like to make you a part of their life. They like the stories that you tell. They like the things that you say. They're very enthralled by you. They just need to be able to come out from the shadows as someone that has not communicated with you, or someone that perhaps you haven't met yet. That when you do meet them, they're going to be very inspirational for you and will open up a whole new life path for you. So if that is the case, and you need to really consider that that choice, because it's something that's important, that's being brought on by spirit. Now remember, there could be many choices, and some of them lead to nowhere. Some of them are pipe dreams, and some of them could be dangerous as well. Hence the snake, or death even. But some of them could be very transformative. Some of them could be just exactly what you have asked for, because if you put out your thoughts, your desires to the universe, they start to bring them, they start to manifest. So this is something that you have manifest through your own intuition, through the song of the siren that someone is hearing, heart to heart, a soul to soul connection that is being felt somewhere else, and they're starting to come towards you. This is slow moving energy, but it will happen. That was a lot, right? Right? I think so. Okay. Let's see what else we're going to be going through this week. That was a mouthful, huh? But this is all channeled information. So it's all, it means something to someone. You need to be patient. Work on your compassion, work on your love, loving yourself, loving those around you, loving yourself how you are. You don't need to change anything. You're already a beautiful soul. If you worry about things, then you're just going to block energy, and that's not recommended. Movement forward. Movement forward with your desires, with the things that you want to do. This is inspired energy. This is also something that you're doing through sheer will alone, through your own efforts. Okay, of course, co-creating with spirit, but you're moving forward on your own, doing it by yourself. There's no one there helping you or lending a hand or being your backup. Not yet. Okay, that person is coming. There's someone coming for some of you that are alone. That is a chariot. The chariot is all about movement forward in your life. Triumphant. Being triumphant in something that you're trying to materialize or move forward in. And you're doing it all on your own. Nobody's helping you. For some of you, it's a desired relationship. Okay? Because this is a beautiful deck. And this deck is about love. And for some reason, love is what I focused on today. It's just the way it is. Love of yourself, love of others, just love in general, a couple, a relationship, not being alone anymore, just wanting to reflect, you know, through a partnership, whether they're different or not. Sometimes it's better. Whether it's between friends, family, whether it's between friends or family members, that was me going fast, or a man and a woman, love can be complex, but it doesn't have to be. Love is wanting to be together, having a mutual respect for each other, and having fun. Love is a beautiful, magical feeling, and it brings us closer to God. Bum, ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum. It's all about thinking like an angel, thinking like God, feeling with your heart, and attracting someone that's a lot like you, that's been through a lot, but would like to have that one more chance. Give it one more shot to try to love again and to really make it count. And boy, you're not going to believe the card that just fell, right? Ta-da! The Angel of Grace, holding you in their arms and holding your heart and just going squeezing a little bit of love and compassion into you. Wishes that come true. Following your guiding light. Following guidance. Which brings about healing. It brings about hope. It brings about love. I need to focus more on shuffling, don't I? The Prince of Arrows. Sorry, I had to pick up the cards. Prince of Arrows, he is someone that charges into your life. So perhaps the Song of the Siren calls in someone that's very dramatic. Hi. All right, sorry about that. I had to stop the timer. Some people walked around and I like my readings to be more or less private. I don't want to be interrupted by others. But anyway, where were we? We were at the Prince of Arrows. It just comes in and he brings about movement in an incisive way, very determined. So it's clarity that comes to you. It's clarity of movement forward, of helping others. So through words, you help others decide. We have desire that helps us move us forward through sheer will alone, through our desire to meet love, to meet something wonderful in our lives, whether it's work, whether it's love, relationships, a new home, just a new way of being, something different that helps us love ourselves and be compassionate with others. And then we have the healing card. There's hope for our dreams, for the things that we want, and the desire to move forward. Creating clarity from confusion, helping another create clarity in their mind. I'm confused of what to think, what to do. Should I go? Should I not? Should I open up? It's up to the person. It's up to that other situation. Should I go after that position? Should I go after that job, that dream? Is it okay for me to open up to lots of people so that, you know, will I be okay through that? Yes, you are. Through clarity, through your desires to do certain things, to help people, you will get to the places that you need to be. The next card is the King of Arrows. The King of Arrows is authority, responsibility, detachment, calm authority and integrity, perfect understanding, intellect, high values, hard work. This is a person that, if it is a person, it's an air sign, either a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. These are air signs that are very decisive. They cut through situations. They can be very hurtful with their words and with their actions because they don't put a lot of emotion into what they're doing or into relationships. So you have to be careful with this air sign. So if there's an air sign that's coming into your life, they're being very decisive in the way that they're doing things. So be aware of their personality traits, which could be very difficult if you are not an air sign. So this could also be you represented by your own actions of cutting things out of your life that no longer need to be there, being able to move decisively into the future, knowing what you want out of life for yourself, cutting out negative thinking, negative patterns, things that no longer serve you, toxic people, toxic situations. This king, even though he's very stern, he's holding a bouquet of flowers in his hand. So he can be very loving, he can be very giving, but you need to be able to show that you can do the same, that you can love them the same, that you can give as well, because he's got his arrows up, his sword up, but he also has a bouquet of flowers. So it'll be someone that can magically appear in your life very decisively and offering something to you. So be aware that that can happen sometime this week, or this is just you being very decisive but very loving, you know. I think the card went flying. Let me find it. And this is a card of tradition. This is someone that's going to be very traditional, old-fashioned in a sense. They can offer marriage. So this could be, for some of you, this is turning into a really big love reading. I guess it's all about love this week. So for some of you, if you are single, there could be someone that comes into your life that's going to be very firm, right-hand type of person, whether it's a female or a male. I don't want to generalize, because to me, of course, it's going to be a male because it's a king. But it could be a female that has mastered her suit, that's very decisive, that's very firm. She could be a lawyer, hell, lawyer, doctor, someone that's very intelligent, that likes fancy words. You know, someone that uses fancy words. This could be a boss, this could be a doctor, you know, for some of you. It could be a male or a female, it doesn't matter. But this person is going to be very old-fashioned. And they're going to come into your life. For some of you, it's someone that you already know, and someone that's going to offer you marriage because they really love you. They're finally decided. The desire has moved them in that direction, and they've asked for healing, or they've asked for a wish, and you're probably it. So be aware that for some of you, you're going to be asked to marry someone, or become engaged, or just go through those steps that are old-fashioned. This could be someone that you meet at a church. This could be a very spiritual person, very romantic person, a person that really cares about you and cares to take it to the next level. This person is going to be very grounded, and a person that is coming into your life for a committed relationship, a commitment, a big commitment. Not just a fly-by-night, but someone that is going to be very desirable, very passionate, a wish come true for some of you, and someone that's very religious or spiritual, and they're there for the long term, for a commitment, not something that isn't going to last. So kudos for you. For some of you, it's somebody new that spirit is bringing in through sheer will alone, through your desire, through everything that you've been working on for yourself, for others, that constant battle that you've been going through, moving through life, following your desires, following the call of spirit. Someone is coming in that's going to be very committed, very powerful person that you're really going to enjoy. So for some of you, there's going to be an invitation. The Princess of Cups is very creative, so through your own creativity, you're attracting this person. Or they're going to be asking you out or inviting you to go somewhere. You may get an invitation to go somewhere through a friend, and that will in turn help you meet this person. So it could be, you could be invited to a party or to some concert or something outdoorsy, or where there's a lot of people involved, or a lot of people that come there. So go. If you're single, go. If you're in a relationship, go. Invite your partner to go with you so that you can share in the love. You may meet someone there that is going to be very important to you. Okay, so it's not just for singles, it's for those of you in a relationship as well. Awakening. Awakening. This is the card of finally realizing what's in front of you, who's in front of you, your dreams come true, something that happens that really wakes you up to life, so you can start loving again. So for some of you that are in a relationship, your desire to work through your situations has brought about the healing that you really desired. You have cut out certain situations in your life that have held you back, or held your partner back, or your partner has been doing all of this work as well, and has brought you two together into a more committed relationship, and where you have finally awakened to see the light, to see who you have there with you, who your partner is, what they actually mean in your life, you know? For some of you, it's a King of Cups that's coming. For others, it's the King of Swords. And at the very beginning, we had the King of Fire. So there's a lot of male influence, or a lot of influence of being done, learning lessons, inspiration, clear thinking. Your emotions are under control. This person may have their emotions very much under control, because they've been through a lot of heartbreak. They've been through a lot of situations. And there's someone that's going to be financially stable as well. So you won't have to, help them with their stability, whatever. It'll be someone stable. This situation will make you very, very stable. It's also coming in due to cycles that end in your life. That's the Wheel of Fortune that brings about these changes in your life. So kudos, guys. All right, it's time for the interactive. Stop that love reading, huh? It can be draining. Hello. Scary. that was coming right for me. Turn around and went the other direction. That's good. Okay, I have 3 decks here. Let's see what energies we could use to help us. Okay, let's see what messages I've got initially, because we are going to do the interactive part. That's where we're at now. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So as you move forward during the rest of this month, during the rest of this year, learn to listen to your intuition, listen to your body, how people that are around you make you feel, because sometimes we can feel people before we get to know them. If you instantly are repelled by someone, be very aware that that person has no lessons for you to learn. So you don't want to knock on that door. If you meet someone new, like the reading was showing you that for some of you, there's somebody new coming into your life. Eventually they will get there, okay? So you need to be careful when you meet these people, because for some of you it could be the right person, and for some of you it could be the wrong. We also got the 7 of Cups somewhere in the reading, and I know that there's going to be choices. So it may not be one person, it may be more than one person that contacts you. So be very careful, know and listen to your intuition as you move forward. The other thing is surrender your ego, okay? Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others. This is important because it's going to help you discern when things come into your life what is good for you and what is not, and don't ever go against your intuition. I've learned that time and time again. If you feel something in the pit of your stomach, do not go there, no matter what's being dangled in front of you. Because I've also learned that shiny objects, or what seems to be the golden path or the golden rule, can really turn around to bite you in the ass later. So you be very, very careful the choices that you make, because not all that glitters, just like that saying says, is gold. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart always. A big ego can work against you, and yes, it can. It can destroy you and take away everything that you've ever worked for, because you can be as egotistical as you want. You can think that the sun and the moon rise because of you. And then one day you lose everything that you've ever had, and then you realize that nothing was rising because of you. It wasn't you at all, you know? But humility will further your goals. So being humble, listening, being compassionate, loving yourself and loving others, eating healthier, listening to your intuition and to how things make you feel as you move forward. That is going to be very important as you move forward in life. Okay? Alright guys, now let's get ready for the interactive part. Adida. A, B, or C? 1, 2, 3. That one's for me. Surrender obsessive thinking. Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Lord have mercy. Okay. And a Sylvia Brown card for each one of you too. Okay. I didn't want to look at the cards, so I looked away because the pictures were right on them, and I didn't want that to help me pull the card. Okay, for those of you that chose A, on your long, hard path, you're going to run into some obstacles and a big wall. For some of you, it'll seem like a mountain that you cannot move. But guess what? With a little bit of faith, that you can do it, and asking help for guidance from your guides, from your angelic guides as well, you can overcome. So this card tells me that on your long, hard path, you're going to run into some obstacles, but do not be afraid, because you will be overcoming obstacles that are very difficult, and it doesn't matter. You're going to overcome them. You just persevere. Do not give up, no matter what. And remember, compassion and love, okay? This is what we're focusing on. Blah, blah, blah. Adversity is a roadblock in life's path. The boss who never gives you a compliment. The house that can't be fixed up. A jealous family member. But instead of viewing these things as obstacles, look at them as building blocks for your personal growth. Ta-da! You do that, you can overcome anything. That is good advice for everybody. Ta-da! What have I been saying? Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut feelings. Listen to the way that people make you feel. Listen to your body. It talks to you all of the time. If you need to go to the doctor, please go. Please go. For some of you, this is a very important thing. And it is talking to me because I'm going to the doctors and I'm getting my shit, whatever. Doing the things that I need to do to fix myself. But this is also a warning for someone there. Listen to your intuition. Change your diet if that is what it's telling you to do. Get more exercise if that is what it's telling you to do. Open your heart to your beloved people at home, or whatever it is that you're being asked to do. Listen to it because it's talking to you, okay? The miracle of forgiveness, being forgiving, compassionate, is very important to us as we move through this week, and especially to those of you that chose A. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. First, it begins with you, forgiving yourself, so that then you can open up to others. Otherwise, you cannot do it, If you can't forgive yourself for the things that you've done your own self, how can you forgive another person? How can you truly be compassionate to someone else? You can't. It begins with the self, and then you can do it with others. You'll easily be able to help other people, be compassionate, because you finally have given that to yourself. And it makes you more unconditional. More godliness, more the Christ, consciousness. Surrender your belief in scarcity. You are surrounded by love. You're surrounded by abundance everywhere you go and everything that you do. If you believe that, then you will attract more of it from the universe. Don't think that you're lacking in money or lacking in love or lacking in anything in your life. You might want to share more with other people, but you're not lacking it, okay? The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dream. So, overcoming obstacles in your life, learning to forgive more than not, and listening to your intuition is going to be something that's important as you move through this week, okay? For those of you that chose B, releasing guilt. Guilt is from the ego, okay? You need to release guilt, because you cannot be guilty about things that you've done, choices that you've made. These are all learning lessons. It's all on the road to becoming enlightened. So we cannot be guilty. Things happen, we lose people, we lose our job, we lose whatever. We have to change. Relationships, family members, whatever it is that you feel guilty about, forget it. It's not healthy to hang on to that, because you put up obstacles and roadblocks, you close doors, and you go within yourself, and then it's very painful to come back out. Guilt is very painful, so you have to release it. There is hope for you healing. So for some of you, you're feeling very guilty about certain things that you have done in your life, or choices that you've made, people, situations, the loss of someone you love. Maybe you weren't there for them. Maybe you could have done things differently. Yes, we all go through this guilt. but there's hope for your healing of this part of your life, of this guilty feeling, or this feeling that you could have done something differently. No, you couldn't have done it differently. You could only have done it the way that you actually did it, to learn that lesson, whether it was good or bad. Guilt is a spiritual killer. The only place guilt has in your life is in if you did something to another person with malice. Then you can feel the guilt. Oh, well, you should have never done that. But then again, that's another lesson that we learn, so that we don't do those things anymore. For example, intentionally harming someone. Otherwise, guilt is a useless exercise that destroys spiritual growth. And that is true, because we do need to learn some lessons the hard way, because this is how we learn good and bad, what to do and what not to do anymore. So releasing guilt is going to be something very important as you move through. You need to trust in your higher self. You need to trust in divinity and being guided and the connection that you have to the divine. It's never severed. It's always there. But trust that the changes that are coming into your life are there for a reason. Perhaps you have gone off your path and you need to get back on it. And they will bring people into your life that can assist you, but you have to ask. You have to ask. Release the guilt. Ask for guidance. And trust that you are connected to the divine, that they're right there helping you, that this is all part of your life path. Surrender to miracles. This is a freaking great card, okay? Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. If you say, no, they can't, it's not going to happen to me, you're sure as hell putting a seal on that door of miracles. And I would never say anything to that effect. Believe in the miracles that are coming your way, so that you can actually receive them. Trust in the divine. They have your back. You just don't see it yet. Okay? This guilt, release the guilt. You have nothing to be guilty for. Look what you got. Whoever chose B, there are some really huge miracles coming your way. So hang on to your beliefs. Trust in it. Okay? Have your faith. Have your back. Positive affirmations constantly. And get out. Do not procrastinate anymore. Manifesting miracles. Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. The stars are coming down. There's something that you have asked for, that you've wished for, that's about to materialize. Do not give up. Okay, for those of you that chose C, white light. Everyone encounters dark-souled entities, as well as dark energy at some point or another. Dispel the darkness by surrounding yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit, and by asking God and the angels for protection each and every day. There may be some dark people or situations that you're going through in your life right now that make you feel dark. There could be toxic people in your life that are bringing about some dark thoughts, or just you're going through a dark stage in your life. Ask the Holy Spirit for help. Ask your guardian angels to surround you in a white light, in a capsule of white light that's impenetrable, that has reflective glass on the outside. So anything that's dark or tries to penetrate is reflected back to wherever it came from. So that you could always surrounded by the white light of your angels. Ask them to cover you with their white wings, or whatever it is. Just surround yourself with white light all of the time, so that you can dispel this dark energy that may be either trying to creep in to your aura, or someone new that has come into your life recently that has brought you a bit of darkness, or someone that you can't really avoid, that somehow you have something to do with in your life and you can't dispel the darkness. But just when you're around these people, surround yourself with white light, and only see white light when you're looking at them. Only look at them through a white capsule. Eventually they're out of your life, because they can't sustain being with you on that level, okay? They can't sustain it. In a year from now, the things that you have asked for will materialize or will come about. So keep that in mind. If you're asking about a couple relationship, it's coming to you in about a year from now. So just hang in there, work on yourself, work on changing the things that you need to work on. Surround yourself with a lot of white light so that you don't give up or give in to the darkness, okay? Take a step back. Thank your angels for helping me step back from what's not serving me. Instead of taking that leap of faith, take a step back. Go backwards. There's something that you probably have set off, put off, changed in your life that you need to go back to, okay? Don't give up on it. There's something there. Also, be careful with the changes that you were about to make, because you're being asked to take a step back. There's something you're going forward to. It's not going to serve you, all right? Take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. If there's a relationship that you know is going to be detrimental to your health or has brought some darkness into your life, get away from them. Step back from that. Job, relationship, people, situation. Don't go down that pathway. It's not going to serve you. And you got the surrender to ego. So that message that came up before is for you. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come out of your heart. Come out from your heart. All right, let me say that again. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cultivate gratitude. Cultivating gratitude from the universe, it'll help bring more positive situations into your life. Being of service to others that comes from your heart is very important. Not just doing it for the sake of having the universe bring back that to you, because it's not going to happen. It won't happen. You just set up a block. Okay, you'll be helping others and nothing is coming back because you're doing something for something in return. It has to really come from your heart with no expectations of getting any help from the universe or anyone else. That's when you get the help that you want. You're being true to yourself, surrendering to a higher power. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So remember, being humble is the thing. Don't be egotistical. Step away from your ego. You don't see it. You're not seeing that you're living through your ego self. You're working on your dark side, your shadow side. Step out of that so that you can manifest the things that you want or bring into your life what you are hoping to bring. Now, for the obsessive part. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So if there's been someone in your life recently that has been a problem, or someone that you're obsessing over because you can't get rid of them, you can't step away from them, you can't seem to break through to them, hand it over to God. Hand it over to God and then step away from it and stop thinking about it. That is the way that you're going to overcome the situation. All right, guys, I have stepped over my boundaries. Look how long the reading is. I truly, truly love you. If you guys would like a private reading to check your own situations, then contact me via my email, raisashealingarts11@gmail.com. Check out my blog if you want to see what I offer. I also take donations on my site. There's a PayPal link on my YouTube page. I can also send you a link via my email. If you would like to communicate with me, talk with me, get some advice from me, you can write to me. I love you guys. Have a blessed day and a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll talk to you again next week. Sending lots of love. Bye for now.